not me, cause I'm too fly. The freestyle fanatic, ooh, my.
What is this?
What is yours? I'm going to give you other people's shit, but I've been too busy running around doing shit all day.
She's got nice boobies.
That's what sells the comic books, you know? It's, what else? And you're in a comic book.
Which one, the Fanboy?
Fanboy.
Nice.
How's that feel? Like to be a comic book character?
It feels awesome. And they're talking about like making a Hutch action figure. That's fucking cool.
You'll be like, you're going to have like regular Hutch and then Stormtrooper Hutch?
Yeah, they're gonna have like I think they're talking about having the Hutch and the Stormtrooper out there holding the helmet.
That's sweet. Yeah, dude. That's sweet. I'm really glad to be here. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, all these people, forget it. I was like, when I heard you were here, and I called Nina back, and I'm like, I have to get in to see Dan.
Oh, thanks.
You're like, I heard you compared to like the everyman John Candy, but you're just like hilarious. This movie, like the second you see the trailer, and like you're doing like the dancing, Terry Crews is walking around. Like how do you film that on set? What I mean is like how
There's many different.
how do you not crack yourself up alone? How?
I do crack myself up a lot actually, but stuff like that, like that's not in the script. The dancing up to we were supposed to just like eye each other, and just very intensely, just like eyeing each other, walking up to the first match in the tournament. But he started. That's what you have. That's what happens when you have people who like to play and have improv backgrounds, and you get these little things that grow into these little gems. That started with like Terry Crews like just doing just one move, and then I like topped him, and then the next thing you knew, we were just like both dancing with each other, down the court. It was it's fun, man. That's the kind of environment that it was, and you'll see. We had a lot of fun. I think that if the cast is having a good time, then the audience will too when they see it.
What do you think when you first read the script?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's serious. Like, it kind of boggles. Like, even the title, like Balls of Fury. I don't know if that was the original title, but I remember like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Like, it's no apologies. It's just this is exactly what it is. The world of underground illegal ping pong. What do you think when you first read this script?
When I first got it, I was like, whoa, man. Like, first of all, it was like Balls of Fury. So I was like, wait a minute. What kind of movie is this, man? What am I getting myself into? Wait a minute. The character I'm playing is Randy Daytona. All right, hold on. Then I was like flipping through it to see if there were any sex scenes, and then there weren't, and then I was disappointed. And then I was like, I was looking through it, and I at first I was like, whoa, man, is this the right thing to do? It's hysterical, but is this the right thing to do at this point in my career starting out? And it wasn't until I met Ben Grant, Thomas Lennon, that I was like, oh, it's these guys. I'm in great hands. I've been watching them since The State and Viva Variety and Reno 911, and I was like, this is going to be a pleasure working with these guys, and it was. So I feel like I made a good choice. But you read it and it feels like they take the comedy is like Airplane. People taking very silly things incredibly seriously, like ping pong.
Right.
And not that ping pong is silly, but ping pong in place of karate. It's hysterical, It feels like The Karate Kid. It feels like Enter the Dragon. If you took all the ping pong scenes out of this movie and you just and they made a beautiful package, man. It feels like a lost, 80s kung fu movie.
Yeah, it does.
It does. You saw it?
Well, I didn't see it, but the trailer. Like, if you think it comes up and it's like in the world of illegal underground ping pong, like, and you're.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think they deliver. I think the people are going to be happy.
How hot is Maggie Q in real life? Like,
I have. Yes, so hot. I'm wearing a pin right now. Look at her with the beautiful flowing hair.
Yeah,
she's actually doing a split in this picture. You can't really see it.
You must have hated going to work.
Dude, there was a day where, look at this outfit she's wearing. Do you see what she's wearing? It's like, it's like this slave geisha girl outfit, like cut up to her navel, and she's got like these like Wonder Woman bracelets on. And so she's not just, I mean, she's flipping and jumping and doing kung fu and like wire work, you know, and there's panties everywhere, and I get to like kiss her, man. I get to like, you know, she's my love interest in it. You know, there were days where
Hard
job, man.
Hard life.
Yeah, you know, there were days where I was like, we shot it in at the Arboretum in LA where they do Fantasy Island, where they, you know. So there's that. It's like, whoa, this is the Fantasy Island like river, right? And then you're flying down the Fantasy Island River on a speedboat with Maggie Q in one arm, and like she's just like looking so hot, and I'm shooting like Uzis at a guy on a rope bridge, and they're shooting back at me, and there's explosions, and then like the rest of it, they're like, okay, that's the first part of the day, and now the second half of the day is you hanging out with Christopher Walken, you know, basically. He's got a huge monologue, and now, you know, you get to sit and have a master class with him. Hey, okay. So, I mean, that was awesome. You know, that was like, yes, Balls of Fury is like Airplane, you know, dodgeball-sized comedy, but, you know, getting to work with an Academy Award winner is unbelievable. You know,
Did you wire too?
Did I have to? I had to, yes, hang from a harness around my girth. I don't know. You know, you have to like sort of like, I hang from a rope bridge at one point, okay? And they put this harness around me. And, you know, you have people like, you know, who are like, what do you have? Like Ben Affleck, who's like, you know, Daredevil or whatever, and he's got his, you know, they're wearing these harnesses and they're flipping and whatever. But these are people who like weigh as much as my like one calf muscle.
Right.
So like imagine me like you, and it reverts all your weight. So you have to. Oh, you have the Blue Harvest T-shirt on. So it reverts all your weight. So you have to. You know, hold your entire. I'm sorry, I'm distracted.
I'm glad you mentioned it. You're a good fanboy, so that's
yeah. So holding. So basically, you're like all your weight is reverted to being held by your pelvis. Essentially, that's what this contraction does. So like you're basically swinging from your pelvis, you know, from holding all your weight with your pelvis. It's like really hard, man. So next time I do any action movies, I'm gonna have to like lose some weight.
It's a little different from the stage.
I never did Peter Pan, you know. If I did, you know, you notice all these like people who have to fly around in harnesses and on wires are these light little girls. Yes, exactly. How are we going to fly her around? Easy, you know.
That's it. Well, thank you, man.
Sure,
thank you.